I want to tell you guys about one of my favorite ghost stories for 3 reasons. One, it's one of the coolest that I tell. It's one of the creepiest that I've ever heard. And it's true. This is about a man named John Brown that lived right here in Chattanooga, Tennessee. Now, he was famous nationally for what he did after his death. But locally, he is one of Chattanooga's first millionaires. And he has Chattanooga's oldest house. It's located right off of I-75 at Ross's Landing, right by Browns Ferry Road. Now, John Brown owned the house, and it started off as just a ferry port. Now, John Brown, historically, was a pretty well-liked guy. Extremely gregarious, sociable, chit-chatty. He was very much of an entrepreneur. Everybody in the city loved John Brown. Always donating money to charities. Very generous with his time and with his money. He was so wealthy was because he owned the ferry. So when ports would come through Alabama and through Georgia and through Florida, carrying cotton or rum or any type of molasses, they would have to come through his port, and he owned the only ferry. So if you wanted to get through, had to pay old John Brown. Well, when people would end up staying that night, they needed a place to stay. They were out-of-town folks, had nowhere else to go. They got there by boat. They couldn't just walk. So he decided, let me turn my home into a bed and breakfast. They said, hey, John, any place to eat around here? He said, you betcha, right here. He's making money that way. So old John Brown was making pretty good money.